These videos are also made possible by Anime Ryo. If you'd like anime clothing that are absolutely lit, then please check it out and use the discount code ABD Squad to receive 10% off your whole order.
Во-первых, народу мама, музыка не очень.
А что за направление?
А?
Что за направление?
Направление? Какое направление?
Что за направление музыки играет там?
Нани?
Alright everyone, welcome back and it's time to go balls deep. And today's video is my analysis for Boruto Chapter 39. As we all know, Boruto the manga is straight fire! And with Naruto being sealed away, the story of his two sons Boruto and Kawaki is really starting to pick up the pace. The first compliment I would like to give is to Ikimoto, the illustrator himself, because the artwork has improved so much. I mean, just look at the cover page of Kawaki, my guy looks awesome, and the JoJo inspiration is quite obvious with all his designs. Now the chapter begins where it left off, and that was Naruto being assumed dead as his chakra is no longer connected to the arm he gave to Kawaki. This prosthetic arm would only specifically work if Naruto was alive, as it needs his chakra at all times. Boruto, Sarada and Mitsuki meet Kawaki at Naruto's house as they all felt something was wrong due to the karma resonance triggering because of Jigen. Kawaki is so distraught by what's happened to Naruto that he cannot even speak while Sarada questions him on where he is. This only emphasizes to us on his emotions of how deeply affected Kawaki has become just by the mere thought of thinking his new foster father has died. This is where Shikamaru, who is the advisor of the 7th Hokage, he comes in and uses shadow paralysis jutsu on Kawaki, as he has been informed by the sensory unit that Naruto has disappeared as an enemy attack. Shikamaru also puts the children in a sealed barrier as he still does not trust Kawaki on whether or not he may be a spy for Kara. Some fans are upset with the characterization of Shikamaru because this kind of reminded them of Danzo, and we all know Danzo. We all hated that douchebag. He was a piece of crap. I think the whole Naruto fan base hated Danzo. So to categorize Shikamaru with Danzo, I think this is out of line. Personally, I think this is pretty on point on how Shikamaru would presume things, since it was already established to us that he did not trust Kawaki from the very beginning in chapter 26. Shikamaru has always been the logical decision maker that has the highest IQ in the whole of Konoha. I mean, what logical advisor wouldn't think the adopted new son, who is supposedly an alien as well as a member in a known foreign terror group, isn't a spy? I mean, come on!
Of course!
Shikamaru also says to Boruto and Kawaki that he can make multiple theories on whether or not he is right or wrong about Kawaki being a spy. So it's spot on to his character development. It gets my seal of approval. Now, another thing we must notice on page 8 of the chapter, Kawaki responds by saying the enemy is Jigen, the de facto leader of Kara. This is important wording because he could have just said the leader of Kara. De facto means existing or holding a specified position in fact, but not necessarily by legal right. So this implies the fact that Kawaki also knows the truth that Ishiki Otsutsuki is actually taking over Jigen's body. So Jigen is just a temporary leader of Kara till Ishiki Otsutsuki gets what he wants out of the organization. Kawaki then informs everyone on what happened to Naruto and how he sacrificed himself for him. But on the other hand, Shikamaru has so much trust in Naruto that he thinks Naruto actually defeated Jigen. But no, we all know Jigen has his Ant-Man abilities. Sasuke is then mentioned on where he is, as he did not appear in the whole chapter at all. This is because he was close to death and almost out of chakra, as he informed us in chapter 38 that he is almost out if he uses space-time ninjutsu again. Sakura is probably healing him before he dies, and he will explain more information to everyone in the next chapter. Now in chapter 39, Kawaki gets a lot of character development, and he's easily the best character in the new generation. He tells Boruto to calm down, man, calm down, you're a piece of brat. Like, I'm joking, but he tells Boruto to calm down, and he is okay with Shikamaru treating him like a suspect. He blames himself that it was his fault that Naruto is possibly dead, and he understands the situation. This is because Kawaki is heavily influenced by Naruto and his positive outlook. Naruto is the one that made Kawaki believe in a better future again and that he is not worthless trash like Jigen is telling him. Kawaki has kinda accepted Naruto as his father in some way. Moving on, this is where the chapter confirms our Kashin Koji balls deep theory once again. Now for those of you who are still confused on Kashin Koji's character and why he is a double agent spy against Jigen, you need to watch my video called Koji is a Spy Like Itachi, as I explain every single step he has taken to manipulate the situation in his favor to destroy Kara from the inside. But let's add more information to this theory as more got revealed in the chapter. Essentially, Kashin Koji declares that he is aware of the other place that Jigen can go to where the 10-tailed beast is located. He states that this is odd, even if they end up fighting over there, it should have concluded long ago. So this means that Kashin Koji clearly has some sort of intel on what Jigen is capable of doing, and also adds to the theory that I stated in every other analysis that Kashin Koji must be the one that leaked the coordinates of Jigen's dimension at the blimp to Konoha, since he confirmed in this chapter that he already knows about it. Sai said it was as if someone was trying to tell them the coordinates on purpose. Now Koji also mentioned Sasuke Uchiha, who also has space-time ninjutsu, on whether or not he turned up to this location, which backs this theory up even more. Why would Koji presume Sasuke would have this knowledge, right? Furthermore, Kashin Koji then speculates that it's weird Jigen has not come to pick up Kawaki, and it must be because he's out of chakra. He then declares that it's an opportunity to kill Jigen himself if he heads back. However, we also know that Jigen suspects that there is a spy in Kara, and he may question Koji on his intentions since he thinks it's him, as you saw his turtle right in the previous chapter in Boruto Chapter 37, and he was testing everyone. He wasn't telling them all the information that he has teleportation jutsu to Kawaki. So I'm really excited to see the outcome of this plot twist. Moving on, once again, we then cut to another balls deep theory coming true. Now I know what you're probably thinking, okay, Tabata is his friend, right? Balls deep prediction magic is pretty strong. Is Kishimoto or Kadashi his friend too? Well, not yet. Let me get to the point first. At page 16, Jigen returns to Kara base where Amado is waiting for him to replenish his chakra. He states that it will take 2 days. Jigen declares that he was way too happy and overexerted himself because Kawaki's progress is astonishing. He states that Kawaki is no longer an incomplete vessel, but in fact will 100% become a full-fledged Otsutsuki alien if things go according to plan. This is happening because of the resonance between him and Boruto as it cuts to both of them in their Otsutsuki transformations. Now this essentially confirmed my balls deep theory how Otsutsuki are born. Those of you that have been following my videos would know that I've been explaining how I think Otsutsuki are born for around 6 months, and I speculated it was due to the karma being inspired from the Alien or Prometheus sci-fi franchise. Aliens from the movies create offspring asexually. The aliens have a human vessel that they use to implant their bio-DNA and eventually change them into one of them. The karma is clearly another way of how Otsutsuki create offspring due to the person gaining the same abilities as the Otsutsuki that granted it to them, as Kawaki displayed to us at the end of the chapter that he says I have the same abilities as Jigen. And also, since the creed of the Otsutsuki is to pass on their power, this is how they do so by finding a vessel and creating a son or daughter of some sort, creating another Otsutsuki to carry on the clan. Now, let's get serious for a second. I need a favor from all of you watching this video. We as a community, we want more answers. We are all excited about Boruto, and I for one support this series very much. All of you supporting my videos, smashing that like button, you know, smash that like button right now please. But anyway, giving me that recognition is what makes all of this possible and worth it to me. So getting all these theories correct is fun and all, but why don't we get Okio Kodashi, the writer of Boruto, on Twitter, make him have an interview with me? I really do think it's possible that he would allow me to do so if we get enough of you to support the idea. I'm gonna tweet him again, and after watching this video, please go to Twitter, follow me on there, tag Okio Kodashi and myself in the tweet, and kindly ask him to allow me to interview him. That way I can ask all the popular questions you guys may have on Boruto for you. Please make a grown man's dream come true. Now back to the analysis. Jigen states to Amado that don't worry, everyone's wishes will be granted, including yours. The chapter then pans to Amado staring at Delta. My theory is that Amado's wish is to bring his dead daughter back to life. Amado has probably created Delta in her image and is only doing this because he loved his daughter so much. This is hinted to us in Boruto Chapter 34 in page 14, as Amado is seen monitoring Delta's vitals and how she is doing with a fight against Naruto. He is the one that probably manufactured a lot of the technology Kara has. Jigen must have offered to him that he would bring his daughter back to life in return for helping him. I think this chapter had fantastic writing because we were all wondering why the hell would the Kara members follow Jigen, as he will destroy the planet once he gets what he wants, so it didn't really make sense. But now we know that every single member of Kara is getting a wish granted of their choosing. Some have anti-hero reasons, some are greedy, you get the gist. Boruto sees Kawaki as his brother and believes that he would not do wrong as he sacrificed himself against Delta to save Himawari's life. Shikamaru states that this could have been according to plan as a spy. Whilst this is happening, Kawaki starts to remember Naruto over the few months he spent with him and how he explained to him what chakra actually is. Naruto explains the concept of chakra like the Sage's 6 paths to Hagoromo in the previous chapters. He stated that it's about ninshu and understanding one another. Naruto believes chakra is something positive that can help people bond with one another. This is why Kawaki feels so much pain for Naruto, as he connected with him through the sacrifice and the chakra that he gave to him in one arm. Naruto even taught Kawaki how to use chakra and jutsu in this time for his benefit. So this directing will be perfect in the anime, as Jigen serves as an antithesis who keeps claiming Kawaki has a hole in his heart. But as we explained the vase metaphor in the previous videos, that it represents Kawaki's heart and feelings. Kawaki is someone that is broken and shattered in the inside, as he himself declared he would rather be dead than alive and serve Jigen. However, Kawaki feels like this hole in his heart was being fulfilled by being the second son of Naruto and part of a family. Him building pieces of vase was a metaphor of how his mind and soul was being fulfilled with happiness. But as we know, Vase-kun had a missing piece, and this will always be the case since Jigen is around. Naruto had the swing-kun and Kawaki has the vase. It's the same thing. Anyways, during this commotion, Sarada and Kawaki bond as they talk about their view of Naruto. Sarada states that sometimes she wishes Naruto was her father instead of Sasuke, and Boruto does not know how good he has it. Kawaki confirms that he feels the same way and that Naruto is family. Now remember, Sarada said this before when she went out on a mission to go find Sasuke for the first time. When Sarada was having lunch with Naruto, she said that his energy and personality makes you feel relaxed. Again, this is fantastic writing, and I love the character development for everyone. I say this because we knew Sarada felt this way, but she didn't open up to anyone about it. But she chose to tell Kawaki as she sees him as a friend. We all also thought that Sarada is very mature, yet she must have some feelings considering her situation, right? Her actually admitting what fans would logically presume is refreshing, as it's very realistic and relatable. This also helps establish that Sarada and Kawaki trust each other for the upcoming fight against Boro that we see at the end of the chapter. Another reason why I think this is great writing is because it will only make Boruto's prophecy even more impactful, since the characters themselves have noticed what we have. They mention how they are jealous of Boruto. I mean, who wouldn't be, right? He's the smartest kid in the class, he has all the genetics, and his father is the Hokage that treats the village like his own family. He's basically the biggest celebrity known to a ninja. So when Boruto's prophecy catches up to him with Konoha being destroyed, it will only juxtapose even more of how things turned out to be, making us feel sorry for his character. So moving on, the Jonin are investigating the house and find the vase Kawaki rebuilt. The stupid Jonin thinks there might be a ninja too with cursed jutsu. Kawaki and Boruto bond over this moment, and suddenly the arm that Naruto gave activates. This means chakra is circumventing through the seal and Kawaki reattaches it to himself. So I'm not sure how this happened or how this seal works, but there could be a theory that Boro set up a trap for Sasuke, but Team 7 are the one that showed up instead. I say this because when they teleport to the dimension, Boro says, "Huh? None of you seem to be Sasuke Uchiha," as if he is really surprised. Now in Boruto Chapter 34, Boro Boro is the one that made fun out of Delta for losing to Naruto. The other Karo member Code says that it will either be Boro or him that will kill Naruto. However, Jigen has now declared that Sasuke is the priority target and he wants him dead. So maybe Boro did something, otherwise why is he chilling in this dimension? How did he get into that dimension? They know Sasuke would try and save Naruto if he sensed him again, perhaps, since they have this knowledge. We have to wait and find out how this seal works and how Naruto's chakra suddenly activated. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Another thing we must notice in page 32, how Kawaki's karma design, it's changing. Now his palm looks like the design in the tablets that Sasuke saw in chapter 35, which basically confirms it was Ishiki Otsutsuki. Boruto's one looks like Momoshiki as he is progressing through the transformation just as fast due to the resonance. Kawaki then confirms our theory that the karma grants the vessel the same abilities as the Otsutsuki that gave it. For example, this is why Boruto can absorb jutsu, because Momoshiki did and he will return it to you with extra power, so maybe Boruto would learn this power. So Kawaki also activates the portal and tells his brother, let's go save Naruto's life. Shikamaru tries to stop them and Kawaki looks at him like, bruh, what are you even trying to do? You know who I am? He deactivates his shadow paralysis like a boss and says, you only need proof, right? Now it's time for another balls deep theory, as we need to talk about the connection of the strength of the 100 seal and the karma seal. The jutsu that Tsunade and Sakura have is from the Sage of Six Paths era according to Boruto Chapter 36. It requires extremely delicate chakra control by storing a vast amount of chakra over an extended period of time into a specific point on their body. When released, the seal will either spread across the user's face or wrap around their entire body. Again, this is very similar to the Otsutsuki seal, the karma power, as the markings across their whole body when they use its power. The stored chakra is then released into their body, greatly amplifying their power of their techniques, and the seal will permanently remain in the center of the user's forehead, presumably so that the user can keep on benefiting from its effects. Now this is linked to the karma seal by the Otsutsuki that they gave, because they are essentially doing the same thing. The Otsutsuki are also storing power into that seal and they want the person to become one of them, and they're giving them all their abilities. Now I think Okyo Kadashi is really intelligent here, because what he's going to do is he's going to use this information and relation to make the characters on Boruto's side, they need them to gain intel or information on the enemy so they have a chance to create a plan or understand their powers. In Boruto Chapter 35, Sarada Uchiha speculates that there's a connection between these two things. On top of that, Mitsuki claims that Orochimaru has researched it and he found out that for a long time that the story is poorly understood about the history of this seal, and he can reveal a bit more information on what exactly is going on with this seal and how is it linked to the Otsutsuki. So this is how I think Okyo Kadashi is going to bring Orochimaru back into the story, as he is one of the most beloved characters. Orochimaru also told Mitsuki that he is not allowed to use his sage mode because people will not understand. Now we also have to remember that this is kind of balls deep, but we also have to remember that there's the sun and moon concept, and that is still ongoing. Mitsuki is the moon this time and Boruto is the sun. What is that? What is the origin of Mitsuki? What does he actually have inside him? And right now he's at phase 3 going into phase 4 to become human. So now we have 3 Jonin level ninja and Sarada versus Boro in the next chapter. And yeah, I'm saying Sarada is not Jonin level because it's only 1 Tomo Sharingan. I'm sorry guys, Shisui Uchiha already had Mangekyo at 8 years old. Even Sasuke had 3 Tomo by now. I hope we see Sarada develop her Sharingan in this fight. It's about time that my girl Sarada has it happen. Mitsuki is definitely gonna go full sage mode transformation. He has to, because it's utterly broken, and on top of that he's in another dimension, so no one's gonna know the truth except his friends. Boruto and Kawaki is self-explanatory on why they are OP, so you guys get the point. Now remember guys, you have to go on Twitter, please ask Kadachi and smash that like button. We really want this interview to happen, and if you have any topics you want me to cover in the comments, as I can cover them, let me know. I hope you hit the notification button, as I will keep producing these videos for you. And that's about it. That's everything I wanted to say about the chapter. See you guys next time.